Question number 12. Order. Question number 12, Stuart Smith.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Conservation. What announcements has she made on tackling the problem of wilding conifers?
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Maggie Barry.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Budget 2016 allocated an additional $16 million over 4 years to MPI, DOC and LINZ to aid efforts to control the spread of wilding conifers, which are the most challenging and destructive weed problem this country faces. Last week, I announced a $730,000 boost for wilding control across 500,000 hectares of Marlborough and North Canterbury at Molesworth and Amuri. This will enable a significant expansion of work funded by the Crown and local and regional councils to tackle this awful problem, containing the spread of new trees, removing those already established and replanting where necessary.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Stuart Smith.
To the Minister, what further funding will be announced?
Mr Speaker.
Honourable Maggie Barry.
My colleagues, the Honourable Nathan Guy, Louise Upston and Nikki Wagner, are all making separate announcements over the coming weeks. In total, more than $5 million in new funding will be put into wilding control this year in Canterbury, Marlborough, Central Otago, Northern Southland and the Kaimanawas. Wildings are enemy number one in the annual Dirty Dozen and DOC's ongoing War on Weeds program. That is to focus attention on the suffocation of our native forests or eco-invaders and garden escapees that do not belong here and are doing irreparable damage.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Stuart Smith.
Why are wildings so damaging to New Zealand's environment and primary industries?
Mr Speaker.
Order. The Honourable Maggie Barry.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Wildings grow rapidly and destroy habitat for native plants and animals. They take over entire landscapes and, if left unchecked, would cover 25% of our country by 2040. They also destroy farmland and take away large amounts of water away from the catchments. Once established, they are extremely difficult and expensive to eradicate, with the cost rising dramatically. Removing young seedlings before they start producing seeds costs less than $10 per hectare, but removing mature trees can cost $10,000 per hectare. Money spent at any good price to get rid of some of the opposition wildings who are also out of place in this landscape.
Point of order, Mr Speaker. Point of order, Mr Speaker.
Point of order.
Mr Speaker, we were enjoying that so much. Could you give the member another question, please?
No, I can't.
Mr Speaker,
Supplementary or no?
Mr Speaker, I assumed that question time had expired.
I'm about to announce that, but if the member's got a point of order, then I'll...
Well, no, it'll have to follow your announcement.
Well,
Been here 40 years.
the questions have come to an end.